Hang on.
Oh.
Well, there's something shiny. That doesn't belong in there. Trapped underneath the handbrake mechanism. What are the... Hello?
What is it?
It's...
Welcome to another video. It's now the 8th of January, so I think, is that too late to be saying Happy New Year?
No.
You can still say it, fine. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first in the new series of videos for at least January, maybe February, depending on John's patience. We're working on the Porsche. Let's get into it. We've been discussing this morning, first thing, over a coffee and a mince pie, the leftover mince pies, where we're going to start. We've tripped over this gearbox one too many times. The amount of times I've got out and stubbed my toe on one of the brakes, it's an absolute pain. So we're going to get that on the bench and dig into that first.
Feeling strong, Dom.
It's not going to be heavy, is it?
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's because it's not made of steel. It's the one part that's not rusty.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah! Come on, son.
Nice way to start the day.
Cranes everywhere.
Oh yeah, we've literally got a crane there. What are we doing?
What kind of... Oh, we're going on upside down then. All the way, go on.
I'm trying.
Go on, Dom. Now, if there's any oil, it will empty out everywhere now.
Perfect. So as far as I know, this is the original gearbox, or at least close to the original, but I don't see any reason why not. We need to find the number, I guess.
We do. And that should be on the bottom.
But it looks, from what you know, it's definitely not a Beetle gearbox. It's definitely a Porsche. Who knows what horrors we're going to find in there?
Well, based on the rest of the car, this is just going to be dream.
It's going to be, exactly, yeah. No, it looks okay. Look, the original drums.
Never mind.
Get rid of those. Any of you actually follow me on Instagram as well, you'll have seen that I've been having a bit of a boots out and clearing space. So I've got that whole shelf now up the top there. It's completely empty, ready for John to take all these bits of the Porsche parts apart, put them all in tubs, label them all nice and accurately, and then I can walk up my little stairs and put them up there. I would love to just put this whole gearbox assembly up there whole, because I don't really want to take it apart at the moment, because it's just more things in pieces and more pots of random nuts and bolts. But John has assured me, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be fine. He knows exactly where it all goes. But really, we're only taking it apart to assess what it looks like, so we kind of have an idea of what to expect later on. But also, it's too heavy. We can't lift it up there. So that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, it's too heavy. So we're going to try and take the axles off, at least the drums and the tubes, tear it down enough so that we can actually get it up on the shelf.
Looks like someone's had a little chisel on there, doesn't it?
Eh?
That'd be nice.
That's going to come off well.
I want to see this shaft, mate. Look at that. No corrosion there.
It's not like it's been in a barn for 30 years.
I don't know about a barn. It's where they dragged it out of the lake. Okay, we might end up with a Beetle gearbox, Dom. No, there's nothing in there. Where am I going to find this 17mm spanner, Dom? Right, am I getting warm?
Left, back on the trolley. Behind you, literally behind you.
Where?
That's it.
That's not a spanner.
No, no, don't bring the whole trolley over, just the wire brush.
And what about the spanner?
In the blue point box on top.
Oh!
Dear me.
Can we use trade names?
Have you not got your glasses?
This could be a long day. We haven't got the first nut off yet, and 2 hours into filming. I think I should have made the coffee, Dom, left you with this. And here we go, Dom, the first nut. Oh no!
That's gone.
Yes.
Really nothing holding that on now then? The starter?
Apart from the corrosion.
Just the steel stuck to the...
The steel in the alley has become one. I see nothing. I see no movement anywhere.
I think it needs more persuasion.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Doesn't even need the bolts, does it? Look. Maybe they've glued it on there.
I don't want to hit that. That's full of magnets. That's not... I'm not quite over the moon about tapping that. Is there movement, Dom?
No.
Oh, good. Is there movement, Dom?
No.
Look, someone's definitely...
Oh no, is that hole, I guess, not supposed to be there?
No.
This is supposed to be just a quick job for the morning, John.
This was we'll start with the easy one first. We'll take the start motor out. Maybe not. Oh. You can see that corrosion in there, can't you? That?
Just need to break the bond. Can't even warm it up. There's too many wires in there. Can we?
Oh my life! If this is an indication of what we're in for, well,
what a dream! Oh,
hey!
there it goes!
Oh dear! Oh, look at that! Corrosion.
Straight in the scrap bin. Still spinning though.
Yeah, yes it is. That's all I can say. It's still spinning.
Right, well, that's the first piece off. Brilliant.
Mr. Thrust bearing hasn't moved for a while, Dom.
As you put your foot on the clutch pedal, these two forks should be moving like that.
Yeah, they go backwards and forwards. And then this pushes the fingers on the clutch, which disengages drive, allows you to change gear.
Which is doing none of those things at the moment.
No, that's not going to do that.
So that's actually a bearing.
That was a bearing.
Whilst we're working on these bits like the gearbox, it's kind of the puzzle is kind of starting to come together. I assumed this was the original. Well, I kind of still do.
Well, it could
assume
be.
It's the original gearbox to the car. I've got no evidence for that other than the rusty bolts holding it in, which look like they've been there for 50 odd years. John has already noticed that the front gearbox mounts are a later style.
Yeah, but still for this year. It
57, the car's 57 apparently. So anyone out there, any Porsche experts out there, know more than I do, let us know. The bit that John's fiddling around with now,
I'm not touching it.
the thrust bearing sort of shaft looks like a later one as well. So maybe at some point in the car's life, the original gearbox broke and they changed it for a later model. Who knows? But somewhere on here, I think underneath, there is like a code or a number.
Oh, there's a number.
Cast into the actual housing. So once we get there, we'll uncover that, we'll clear that up. And will it be in my book upstairs?
Yes.
There you go, it'll be in my book upstairs.
Look, from the ashes, movement. It's right on. Let's remove this small item. Removing the hub nut.
So we're trying to try to get the hub nut off, which is then going to remove the drum should come off.
Yeah.
Behind there should be hopefully some shoes.
Brake shoes, handbrake mechanism, wheel cylinder.
A wheel cylinder.
Brake adjusters.
Lots more broken things.
Yeah.
So we can get that out of the way, and then the backing plate. Hopefully we can get off, and hopefully this whole axle tube out the way. But it all starts
there
with that nut.
Shall we see what happens?
Go on, let's have a go.
Oh look, my socket doesn't even want to go on.
Perfect.
Thank God we got the impact socket. All right. Oh, Dom.
Fine, we're gonna have to warm that one up. He'll get the blowtorch. John's gone zapped off one side really well. The other side.
How could you doubt the power of the Milwaukee? Right.
Right, now that big massive nut in the middle was removed, that drum is just going to slide straight off, no?
No, it doesn't even turn, Dom, look. It doesn't.
Just going to come straight off.
No.
Just slide straight off.
No.
Should we warm it up?
Dom, one thing at a time. I think you'll probably find the shoes have welded to the liner.
Great. Oh.
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 Oh. Oh, yes. That's probably got the biggest wearage known to mankind in there.
On the shoe, yeah, be a lip on the edge of the shoe.
For the first time in over 30 years. The wheel cylinder does not look well. And the brake adjuster's a C-solid, so
Perfect.
pretty much what we expected.
Yeah. But now we have access, we can actually get in there and remove all of this stuff. Put it all in a pot, and every single one of these pieces needs work.
We could take this off and leave everything on it, or we can take every component off of it.
Oh, can you leave it
Stick it
whole?
in a box. Yeah, because if we take this
Yeah, leave it whole then.
rear bearing,
That is another piece
of the puzzle.
for the pot.
Alright. Well, that's nice. They don't normally come off that easy.
Oh, look, it's probably,
Oil,
it's probably really
oil.
worn out. There's the wheel bearing.
Yes.
Done.
There we
Oh,
go.
perfect.
Nice little project for you, Dom, there. Look, take it outside, give it a good wash down.
That's the apprentice job.
Get rid of all that, yeah, the dirty work.
Well, that's amazing. That's perfect. So is that as far as we can strip it down, or can we actually get that axle tube off as well?
Probably get that axle tube off, Dom.
We can?
We can.
This whole cast section.
The cast section, yeah, the outer.
The holes of the rear shock down there, and then the spring plate comes on there.
That's it. They can all be cleaned
And
up.
all of
blasted,
this-
detailed.
So that's just a steel tube. Inside that tube is the
That's
actual...
your drive shaft, yeah.
Yeah.
But that won't come out without taking the gearbox apart.
That's staying there.
To remove this, obviously this bearing needs to come off, but equally this cover, which holds the rest of the tube, see it there?
So that sort of dome-shaped cup is going to come out.
Yeah, so that dome shape allows it to...
Fulcrum, you could say.
Oh, well, you can. So yeah, we'll undo this, and that'll allow us to then slide this shaft off.
We're 6 bolts away from that whole axle, the whole sort of tube coming off.
6 very clean, easy to see bolts, yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take too long. Look at that. 4, 5. Now we should have matching washers to go with that.
I think there might be a washer in there somewhere.
I'm having a dig around. There's one.
Some of the parts we're finding are all very similar to VW, or that literally is a VW part.
Well, it does cross over, so.
So they did basically, Porsche nicked a lot of parts from VW, which will be handy when it comes to buying new parts. I'm imagining a VW spacer will be a lot cheaper than a Porsche spacer.
Fortunately, that is probably a part you won't have to change.
I can
or
actually,
purchase
yeah,
in
for
the
one
original,
piece,
yeah.
the first piece we've taken off, we can actually
Woohoo!
reuse.
Salvageable. Ta-da! Another component for our bin, Dom.
That's not going in the bin, that will live again.
No, I mean not the pot.
Oh, okay.
There it is, in the buckets. So now we repeat on the other side.
Off he comes.
Your side. There's no going back now. It's definitely getting smaller.
Lighter.
Yeah, lighter, look. I'm owning it. So we're going to go in search of that number, aren't we, Dom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To try and work out what year this gearbox is from.
Oh, my love. Right. It's possibly going to be around here, but...
We better get scraping.
I think we do need to get scraping.
It's having a bit of a spillage.
Oh, my God, it is, isn't it? I've got a good vibe about
Don't
this.
scratch the numbers, though.
Oh, I've scratched the number, Dom. There is a number. These are winning lottery numbers. I've got a 6, I've got a 7, I've got a 4.
Bingo!
No, I haven't got a 6 and a 7, I've got a 2 and a 9. Look, there it is, after all these years. 4, 5, I think that's it, mate. Oh, look at it bursting.
Oh, nice. 89.
716.
716.
0. That's it. Is that another 7?
That's a 7.
Oh,
Definitely a 7.
that was not well stamped 7.
After a short break, John's had his brie and cranberry sandwich. Thoroughly enjoyed it. He's now ready for action. We're going to park the gearbox for a second because that is hanging over the end of the bench, draining, because I didn't realise it had as much oil in it as it did, and it's leaked everywhere and made a right old mess, and I don't want to dare put it up on the racking until it's completely empty. We're going to start work on the actual Porsche. Starting at the front, there is a few components that I haven't actually taken apart yet. The more we keep looking at it, the more there are. Brake lines, steering arms, steering box, brake cylinder, the master cylinder.
Master? No, that's gone.
That's gone. I don't know where that. I didn't take that out. I don't know where that's gone. Anyway, we're going to start at the front and work our way backwards. So let's get into that.
A very tight steering box.
Yeah, it looks.
Which is amazing considering it's got absolutely no load on it at all. So that's probably not. Literally, as we go, anything that's not part of the body shell is off.
Is off.
Gone.
Going.
Oh, I think we'll be after a new one, don't you?
That looks very much like a Beetle one as well.
What gives that away?
Oh yeah, look. There we go.
Yeah.
That's never been changed.
No. And the thing is, if you put a new one on it, you'll be lucky to get 3 or 4 years out of it before it ends up looking worse than that.
And that's from 1957.
Yeah.
That was put on at the factory. That's amazing, isn't it?
Access is pretty limited.
Oh.
And obviously no ball joint splitter, so I haven't gone to all this pain of undoing them. I couldn't knock them out, but yeah, so that's an early box. Beetle box, like you said. Access is limited. See? Not a problem, not a problem.
Oh.
Oh! This is where we find out that one steering box. It is now. There it is.
It's out.
Yay! 100% that will have a Volkswagen. And there it is.
Basically, that's the steering box and tie rods. That's all been removed. Well done, John.
Thank you.
I did absolutely nothing. Well, I filmed some bits. I thought we were going to be creeping further backwards after that. But there's actually a contraption under here that links the handbrake lever in the car to the back wheels. It's not like a Beetle or a normal car where the handbrake is sort of down by your seat. The handbrake is under the dash.
So handbrake's here, pull onto cable, which runs through here. This is
What's left,
this is Dom's handbrake cable. We won't be reusing that.
No.
Which then connects to this lever,
The little boomerang.
which is on a big pivot, which then turns a tube, which then operates another little lever to pull the handbrake on.
Through this tunnel, all the way through there, splits into two. It comes out under here to the back wheels.
And there we have it. And this then clamps to the beam on this side, like so. And what happens is when you pull the handbrake, the cable will go through there, and as it goes, you see it pulls the cable. So you've got massive leverage here, which exerts amazing force on that little bit.
Yeah. This is all very new to me. I've never taken one of these cars apart before. I think my new tactic is going to be every single thing that John takes off, I'll get him to explain it to you. So when it comes to reassembly, I'll just watch the videos back and just put everything back together in the other order.
All right, gently does it. It's all yours. It should slide out. So down.
Are they captive bolts? The bolts, it won't...
Go on, down you go.
Huh?
What are you doing now? Why are you not taking this out?
I think we need to take out the dimmer switch first, sadly.
What? There you go, Dom. You're just making it hard work.
As usual.
Oh my God, look at that. That's got some patina. This little bad boy is our cruise control.
The what? Cruise control.
Yeah, for want of a better description. It's like a mechanical accelerator.
No.
Control from up here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it is. That's exactly what it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, I tell you no lies.
What do you mean? So you could be sitting in fourth gear on the motorway at 50 and pull that out to match at 2,000 revs or whatever it is.
I'm not quite sure it'd pick it up to 2,000 RPM, but it would probably pick it up to like 1,500, something like that. So you could possibly cruise around on it.
So what's the point of it?
What's this, Dom? I've never seen one of these.
That's the clutch cable.
What?
That's for the cruise control.
Oh my Lord, this is not standard, guys.
Is it not?
No. Good God, man.
So that is it. The front under bonnet area is
Pretty much.
completely done. Cables after cable after cable after cable and bits to unbolt. So John's going to now be in there underneath, removing all these cables, get them all out of the way. Then we're nearly at the back.
Oh, slowly.
Timmy, come on, John.
God, gently does it.
Come on.
Gently. Ah, got it. There it is. There it is.
Back out to you. Go on. In it goes. Throttle. Hand throttle. It's like an aeroplane.
Like an aeroplane.
This spring plate, that's what's coming off on this side.
Yes, that's it. It has to feed through. So this is the accelerator rod here, which is attached to it. So when you activate it, it pulls it like that.
Which does the same thing as the
pushing
pushing your foot on the pedal.
Absolutely.
But not as much, just a gentle.
Oh, it's quite a bit.
That's so weird.
Well, it's not that weird.
It's really weird. Why would it have a hand accelerator?
Well, I think, cruise control, you're not far off, really.
Just above where John's working, where all of these cables and hoses are actually hooked up to, is the kind of sheet of steel where the tank in the bonnet, the tank sits on it. I was hoping to keep that panel because I'd have to dissect quite a lot to actually have to take that off. But there's a light shining on it from outside, and in here, it's like peppered with holes, and you can just see it's like a sieve.
Oh yeah, sky at night.
It is like the night, yeah, it literally looks like the night sky. That is quite bad news. That's this panel, and I think this one's gonna have to come out as well, because that's not that much better, which means I'm cutting it there, which is below the dash, behind the dash. These sides are gonna be gone. Now I'm gonna have to take that whole front off. There's really not gonna be much left of this front, is there? No.
Hey, there it is. Yeah, the cruise control.
Another mechanism that needs completely stripping down, rebuilding, repainting.
Seized up, but that won't take much, to be fair.
Oh, that's good. I'm looking forward to little bits like that. Repainting it all.
Yeah. We can draw the accelerator rod out the back now. That's ready to come out.
Okay, let's do that.
I do have it. There it is. Oh. Yeah, we'll be replacing that.
Any evidence of me actually doing some work we missed, but yes, the speaker's out. That's not original, so that is going in the bin. But it's revealed, it was in here. It's revealed some more lovely original paint and no rust. There's nothing left there to take out.
No, see, this is the fuel line, that's got to come out. And the brake hose, so we need to pull them through. Hang on.
Oh.
something.
I'm glad you're using my best screwdriver for that, John.
Well, there's something shiny that doesn't belong in there. That's trapped underneath the handbrake mechanism. Oh, never. What are the... Hello?
What is it?
It's...
A lighter?
Yeah, well, it looks like... Yeah, it is a Zippo. Look, a genuine American Zippo wedged underneath the handbrake cable. I think it needs a bit of WD-40 on it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but it's a genuine Zippo, mate. Yeah, covered in grease, obviously, because of its location. A bit of rust there. I can't bring myself to do it. There's probably some freebie in a fuel station in the States. Is it engraved? Dear Dom.
Yeah.
Good luck with the project. One born every minute.
Does it actually say Zippo? Let's have a little look. Hold it. Oh yeah, look. Awesome. Go on, what's in there?
Oh!
No.
No, I'm not sure it's all over. I think it may...
Another restoration project there.
Yeah,
A little side project for me.
maybe a little mini one, eh? Hey! I'm not sure it's quite the treasure we hoped for. You have to leave it in the glove box, Dom.
Yeah, that's part of the car now, isn't it? This here, this is the fuel line. And it's the last piece
The
from
last.
the cabin.
Oh my life! There it is. Easy, Tiger.
There we go.
Easy.
See, that was full enthusiasm. This late in the day, still maximum enthusiasm. There we go, fuel line, last piece. I don't know what the time is, but it's late. John is about to head off. I've just done a quick sweep up. I thought it was time for a little summary. I can't even remember what we've done. The horn bracket, all of the brackets, the hoses, the cables.
Steering box, the tie rods, the handbrake mechanism.
Everything out the bonnet is gone.
Completely bare.
Under there, empty.
Full of emptiness.
Fresh air vents on the sides, gone. Speakers, gone. The entire dash.
Ignition switch, auxiliary power supply, headlight switch.
Autopilot. All of those cables and wires and
The
hoses.
hardwire. Yeah, so the brake.
The washer jets, everything.
brake
Literally
pipes, front
everything
and
is
rear.
gone.
Everything, empty.
There's rear shocks and heat exchangers underneath. The last few bits at the back end under there. And then, boot hinges to come off. The regulator up there
Bonnet
to come
catch.
off. I'm filming frantically as much as I can whilst trying to work, whilst passing John stuff and John's working. But if there's any bits that I've missed out that you wish you could have seen, let me know for the rest of the process so we can include them. Just leave us a comment below. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Cheers. Oh my life.
We lined up. Oh.